Welcome back, everybody. This is the thejonnymar, and I am continuing with Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, the HD version.
Emma, Snake and Hal are waiting for us in Shell 1's computer room. I've got this disk that the President gave me. This disk is supposed to contain a virus that can corrupt Arsenal Gear's operating system. We need you to...
This is my program.
What?
Why did the President give it to you?
Huh?
Did something happen to the President?
President. He's dead.
What?
You actually wrote this virus?
It's not really a virus. It's more like a worm cluster. It's actually a delayed effect autonomous program that's designed to invade GW's cerebrum and render its nerve connections useless.
You know what GW is?
Of course. I created it.
Huh?
You look surprised.
Well...
Cat got your tongue?
I'm sorry, How about the Patriots? Ever heard of them?
Yes, but I only know what I've been told.
Can you tell me what you know?
Sure, but it's hard to put into words.
Right. Are you reading me, Emma?
Yes, loud and clear.
The President said that Arsenal Gear was the Patriots' key to supremacy.
That's as good a description as any.
What exactly is it?
It's a massive data processing system capable of controlling information on a global scale.
A data processing system?
That's right. The system's a social device for maintaining the Patriots' control.
You've lost me.
Well, in this day and age, information emerges from every direction and is freely distributed. A variety of information gathered by servers employing the latest in high-speed communication networks and P2P technology is rapidly circulated to individuals. In fact, the speed of this circulation process is accelerating on an almost daily basis. The Patriots seem to be afraid of this development. Apparently, they believe that their role will shift from dominant to dominated.
Huh?
Let me give you an example. You're aware of Solid Snake's anti-Metal Gear activities, aren't you?
Yeah, I know a little about it.
Well, that's just a small sample of uncontrolled information. I can guarantee you the Patriots did not want Solid Snake's name publicized. Now, look at it like this. Political scandal, corporate corruption, up until now, the Patriots have managed to keep a lid on these and other self-serving events. But with their existing data processing system, they're no longer able to effectively control the flow of information generated at the individual level. With the newly created system, they can fully regulate digital information. High-level information can be categorized in stages, given clearance levels, and deleted as necessary, never to be seen by the public. By deleting such information, the Patriots can shape the course of history as they see fit.
Somebody's bound to catch on.
No, the memory capacity, not to mention the lifespan of the average individual, is extremely limited. On the other hand, digital information lasts virtually forever. It doesn't deteriorate.
So?
The alphabet, 26 letters, right? It could have been 30 letters. What if the 4 deleted letters were controlled by a program?
Impossible.
It's not. In fact, something similar is already underway. Do you know how many genes exist in an individual?
About 30 to 40,000?
Right. That's what was announced at the turn of the century. But there's actually 100,000 according to the original theory advanced by the scientific community. Information regarding the remaining 60,000 was suppressed by the Patriots.
No.
Why? How would you know? Do you know what a gene looks like? Did you count them yourself?
There are research organizations.
Of course. And their reports have already been subtly altered. They're even beginning to believe the doctored reports. GW is a system that allows the Patriots to decide what will be recorded in tomorrow's history.
So what we're talking about is one huge censorship system for deleting information which might be inconvenient to the Patriots.
Exactly. The actual physical core for handling the task, GW, is installed in Arsenal. It's the only system in the world with an optic neural AI that has a parallel processing capacity of 980 trillion Hammets.
I suppose that being a specialist in neural AI and complex logic played a significant role in your association with the Metal Gear project.
That's not the only reason.
What do you mean? I guess there are plenty of other reasons.
Yes, there are.
I understand.
Do you?
So Arsenal Gear was actually designed to protect the GW system, wasn't it?
Yes. It's armed with everything, including nuclear weapons, and is fully equipped with cyber-terrorist countermeasures. Physically and logically, it's the ultimate fortress for housing GW.
But is the AI actually capable of controlling everything?
No. GW is only the system's core. It's only for deciding what data is stored or deleted. The actual subsystem for executing the task exists within our social structure.
What?
Do you remember the panic that gripped the computer industry prior to the end of the century?
You mean the Y2K problem?
That's right. If you recall, our government supplied the world with a countermeasure program, using the internet at full capacity. The program was distributed to every governmental organization, every key facility throughout the world. In addition, the same program was included in an OS application for distribution among the public.
Let me guess. The Y2K countermeasure contained a program designed by the Patriots.
Yes, and everything supplied from that day onward contains the same program.
Impossible.
Do you know how a computer operates? Do you really know the basic principles on how data is exchanged? Nobody's aware of it, but there's a subsystem in place, and it's about to be activated.
Is that why Solidus wants to burn out every electrical circuit in Manhattan with a nuclear blast?
Probably, but the overall system isn't actually complete.
What?
It still lacks the necessary factors for judging situations. I heard they were planning a major experiment in the next few days to provide complex data for GW to study. And suddenly all this happens.
Emma, it's not your fault. If it wasn't for the terrorists...
Yeah, you're right. Well, I think that's about all I know.
Right. Thanks. I think we'd better head for the computer room.
My bird in the computer room. Is he safe?
That noisy, overgrown parakeet?
Excuse me, he's a parrot. And he's my best friend. My only friend.
Well, the bird's okay.
Good. Did you know that in the old days, miners used to take a canary into the mine shafts to detect toxic gas?
That's what he's for?
No. I really needed someone to talk to.
Right. I think we'd better get moving. We've got a little longer to cover than the last time.
I'll give it my best.
Whatever you do, don't open your eyes.
Why not?
A dead body, not a pretty sight.
Oh.
Once we get past it, it'll be too dark to see anything. What are those sticks in your head?
These? They're lacquered chopsticks. They hold your hair in place. Did you know that they're pretty popular in Europe and South America?
Can't say that I do. You're not only cute, but smart too.
Oh, I'm much more than cute.
Okay, let's go.
Oh man. Flirting. That's just what we need. Let's get Rose's hackles up so that she's got reason to be upset with Jack or Raiden. But now we need to head back, of course, towards the entrance area. And you'll notice that Emma has a pretty short oxygen gauge. So we need to stop at pretty much every one of these little grates to allow her to rebreathe or get a little extra air. So we're gonna slowly make our way back that way. Of course, we have to dodge all of this stupid debris, which isn't too tough, but takes a little time. And I like how he addressed Peter Stillman, the great bomb disposal expert, as a dead body. He kind of has forgotten him, apparently, or feels it's not necessary to let Emma know who it is. But we're gonna slowly make our way back. And this game has a really good way of making, geez, I almost hit that stupid mine there, making you feel pretty paranoid about everything that's going on, doesn't it? That all of our information is being controlled by some system, and that basically we don't know the real truth, and if we do know the real truth, all of that is censored. keep all that in mind, because it's important to this storyline, as paranoid as it all sounds. And now we are actually through the second area. Now we don't have to worry about swimming with Emma anymore, hopefully. But we're not out yet. You'd think we were, but you'll notice that somehow a bunch of sea lice are now in front of the elevator. And for some reason...
I can't stand bugs! I am not moving!
Emma will not go through these bugs. No matter how much you pull her, she will not go through. So if you contact the Colonel while holding her, or of course Pliskin, they will sometimes give you some information about what to do.
Press down and hold the action button near Emma to hold her hand. Start moving with the button pressed down and you can lead her by the hand. Push the action button again to let go.
Yeah, I got all that. We can't actually contact Mr. X yet, although he is actually going to be important, the ninja. And what he will do is actually contact you by cell. What do you got to say, Pliskin and Otacon?
Raiden, take Emma and go to strut L. There's a ladder down onto the oil fence on the ocean surface from that strut.
Yeah. So the ninja's gonna contact you and tell you that you need to use the coolant in order to get rid of these bugs. So spray them with the coolant and they will go away. Now, the second option that you have available to you is to actually knock Emma out, and then you can drag her unconscious body. And here's the cell phone message. Through the bugs. And that will actually be suggested jokingly, seemingly anyway, by the Colonel. Yeah, I know. I'm using it. It just takes a while. We gotta get rid of all of these bugs. If there's any left, she will not go through them. We have to wait for the stupid coolant to recharge. Make sure to get the ones up on the actual switch, too. As you'll notice, they're on the wall as well. They kind of look more like roaches than lice. But I guess I don't really know what either of them look a lot like, because well, I've seen roaches before, but I haven't really seen lice before. Alright, that should basically do it. So let's grab Emma. Let's drag her into the elevator. Come on. And we'll head upstairs. And we'll see what Rose has to say as we save. And continue to head towards Strut A. Not Strut A, Shell 1 actually. So that we can install that virus and hopefully stop Arsenal Gear. To keep the Patriots from, sorry Emma, controlling all of the information that is released and available to the public. So I'll see y'all in my next episode as we continue back towards Shell 1. Thanks for watching, viewers. See y'all next time. So long.
Jack, do you need to save? Jack, how far do you think the Patriots' digital control extends?
I don't really know, but it probably influences a lot of what goes on in our everyday lives.
Even mundane things like which movies and songs become a hit and what kind of clothes we wear?
I think taste would be the easiest thing to manipulate. I mean, think about the kinds of film and bands everyone wants to go to see. It's whatever's at the top of the charts.
And if the charts are made up...
Exactly.
But you can't really control individual taste. It's too closely tied to personality.
I don't know about that. Trends have always been about following the leader.
Not necessarily.
The age of direct personal interaction is over. So is the idea of word-of-mouth communication. Rose, you have any friends you've met online?
Huh? Yeah, I do.
How many?
Well, if you count only the ones I talk to a lot, I'd say about 20.
How many of those have you actually met?
1 or 2 tops.
Uh-huh. That's how it is for everyone, I guess. And even if your online buddies had fake identities and were circulating false information, you'd have no way of knowing.
Fake identities?
Right. And there'd be no way for you to know for sure.
Well, what about people who do meet face-to-face then? Like us.
Us?
Have you ever really shown me the real you?
I wouldn't even know the real me myself.
But you're being honest with yourself now. Well, that's how I see it.
Well, how am I being honest?
Well, I've never seen you show so much feeling. Fear, anger, even a kind of giddiness. It may seem a strange thing to say, but you're living out loud for the first time that I've seen.
I'm just trying to get the job done. This is war, you know.
I do know that. I'm just saying you're different from your usual restrained self.
What about you then?
I always want to be open with you as much as I can.